Hello, this is Tina. I am doing a holiday album from our holiday this year. The first part of it I haven't recorded because I made it while we were on vacation. But the last 6 pages I have recorded and I'm going to show you. For the last pages I used mostly the July kit from Picturing the World. Some of the scraps I had left, and I practically killed the kit with this holiday album. So that was very nice. I also used some ephemera from the Great Paper Poolside pack. And I can see that I am going to glue down my acetate hello, but that's it. The first 3 pictures here is from a town called Vejle. And in Vejle there is a it's called Økolariet. It's a place where you can come and learn something about the environment and what the consequences are for the pollutions, or what are happening in the sewers and in the ocean and so on. It was very exciting, or so the parents thought, but the kids weren't perhaps as excited as we were. But in one of the rooms there was some Lego, and they were very pleased to play with the Lego, so that was very nice. And we made a small movie with some of our Lego. It was very fun. The top right corner is me holding some what's it called in English, but in Danish it's called mealorme. I just googled it, and it said mealworms or flour worms, and I don't know if that's the correct English term. But if you have animals, some a bearded agame and lizards and so on, they are eating these worms. And I had worked in a pet store and have feeded these animals with these mealworms, and I haven't touched them. But here there was a giant bowl of these worms, and I thought, hey, I just do it. I just put my hand down in it and just scoop some up. And I did, and I was very, very proud of myself, because I didn't think that I could do that. But I did, and I was very proud, so I asked my husband to take a picture so that I could document that I have touched these worms. They weren't as slickery as I thought, and yes, I did know that because I was told so. But on the other hand, they were very soft, not gooey, they were very slick and very nice to touch. But if they were still. And then that's one of the stories about the picture. I have on my tag I have been spelling out the Økolariet, and there isn't any ø's in English, so I made a o to an ø. And in the top left corner I just spelled out or put down the date. I have layered it with some papers from the July kit from Picturing the World, and with some cardstock from Picturing the World. And now I'm going through the ephemera pack, and I found some flowers, and I use the acetate pineapple because I don't know when I am going to do that. It's something about the environment and nature and stuff, so I think it will fit nicely on top of a flower. So it's not dominant, but it makes a layer. And I feel a bit about the placement, but I find it at last. And it's not going to stay there. I'm going to put it right there, yes. This was much better. And I'm using this glossy accent in a fine line bottle. It is teasing me a bit sometimes, but it's when I haven't remembered to put the lid on fast enough. And actually right now I am fighting it because I want to glue down the hello one more time. I don't think I have put enough glue on it. So I just try again. And on the picture there is, on the left picture is our daughter, and on the middle picture is our son, the youngest. They are both excited about Lego. So our oldest son, he's very much into Lego. And now later that day, after dinner we went for an ice cream. A lot of our holidays have been to Italy. And we are used to getting ice cream every day in Italy, but the weather in Denmark this summer wasn't the best. It was almost like fall and cold and windy, so that's why we are having our winter coats on, or the kids are. But we did want an ice cream, and we want a very good ice cream, not just popsicles and so on. When we are in Italy, we are used to getting these ice desserts, and it's not anything that it's not a lot of places in Denmark that you can have this, but you can have these ice cones with very, very good ice cream. And we found a place where they made homemade Italian style ice. So we got some very big ice creams. Mine is the one in the cup because I can't. I get a migraine when I eat something with flour or gluten in, so I'll stick. I just don't take it. And in the ephemera pack I found a recipe for ice creams and some ice creams and some flowers and some different things, and then I just used what I think was fitting the page. And of course afterwards I'm going to write my journal. And I have put down a title, Sun and Fun. And sun, yes, and fun, yes, but warm, no, definitely not. It was a very cold summer vacation, but at the camping place where we were staying, there was a lake. And it was a very, very nice lake. And the sunset was just gorgeous. And that's the picture down the right corner. It was just stunning. And you could stand in very long time just watching the sun and the birds. And there were ducks in the lake. And we were just looking at them and their little... Is it called ducklings? Yes. They were so cute. And you can see that it is some very, very, very big ice creams we had. I think our two youngest got 2 bowls, but our youngest, and our oldest, and my husband got 3 scoops, and it was very, 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 very much. But it was very, very good. Italian ice cream is some of the best in the world, I think, and we need some more of that here in Denmark. So we enjoyed it very much. Now the next page, it is the next 2 pages are going to be about Legoland. And the Monday that we were going, we went to Legoland. It was a very cold day. And that's why we have scarves on, and our son have got his hood up, his hat, and thick clothes and so on. It was a cold day, and it looked like it was going to rain, but luckily it didn't. Well, in the end, in the evening when the park was going to close, it did begin to rain a small bit, but not much. So we luckily didn't get wet. Normally Legoland is filled with people all day, and it takes a very long time, and you have to wait in line for sometimes hours to get to the rides. But because of the weather this day, there wasn't many people. So we just parked just across the entrance, and I took a picture of that because that is very rare that you can do that. Well, for us, and we went to the tickets, and we just got front in line, and then just got to pay our tickets, and then into Legoland. And we had some luck because 2-3 weeks before we went on holiday, we were out eating in our hometown, in our town, bigger town in Randers, and they had some kids meal, and in the kids meal there were free tickets for Legoland for the children, and that was very nice because they are very expensive otherwise. But we had these 3 free tickets, and sometimes when you get the free tickets, you are going to, it is 1 free child per paying adult, and we have three children, so we would pay for one of them. But this time it was just a free ticket, no strings, no nothing. We were just to pay for me and my husband, and it was very, very nice. And even when we were going inside the park, there were no queue, no line either. We could just walk straight in and try the amusements, and we went on a train ride and a boat ride and some jumping frogs and a ghost house. It was and then they have an exhibition with a copy of a TIE fighter, I think, from Star Wars in a real size. So that was very exciting for the kids because they love Star Wars. And we also got to see a movie inside this place where the TIE fighter was, with how they built it out of Lego bricks. It was very fascinating, and they are really sitting there gluing or putting Lego blocks together around a steel frame, but anyhow, it's a lot of very, very, very many Lego bricks that they were using. I decided to glue down the map. We have each got a map, so we had 5 maps. And I thought, well, one of them could be used as a background. But then the picture was disappearing a bit, so I decided to mat it on first some light yellow paper, and then afterwards cardstock, and then afterwards I'm going to mat it again on some black cardstock, and it just gets it to pop, so that you see the picture better. And I think I'll try and see what it looks like with the pink, but that's not that's not Lego colors. Lego colors is red and yellow and blue and black and green, primary colors for the most. That's what I am thinking of when I'm thinking Lego colors, but I know that Lego Friends is pink too. But so yeah, now I am backing the photo up on some black cardstock, and then I'm going to glue it down with some hot glue, just to give it a bit of dimension and get it to stick a bit more to the page. And now I think I'm going to get a title, and I think, what am I going to do? Am I going to take some stickers or what? But then I think, hey, I'll cut my own, and I'll cut out the word Legoland. And first I am drawing it, and I try in freehand, but then I think, I am going to get some straight lines, so I know that they are the same height. So that's what I'm going to do here. And afterwards I'm going to cut them out and get my precision, my knife, my precision knife, I think, yes, to cut out the O and the D and the A. We were in Legoland from they opened, yes, until they closed, and it was so much fun. And the longest we were in line were 45 minutes or so, and that was just once, twice, but we have split up. So me and our our 2 boys went in a castle in a roller coaster called the Dragon. And I don't remember what my husband and daughter went, but I think it was some Indiana Jones or something like that. But that was the longest that we were waiting, and so that was very, very good. We when we were leaving the Legoland, we went into the shop, and we just wanted to see what they hadn't. Yeah, it's a bit expensive, but when you are in Legoland, you think you are going to get something with you home. And last time we were there, we only had our 2 oldest children, and they got a swords, these foam swords, so they couldn't fight and play knights and so on. And then I said to my husband, hey, I think that our youngest should have one too. And we found one for him, and then we went around in the store and just thought, is there more of these swords? Let's see. And then we came by 3 of some young workers, and then our youngest son poked them with his sword. And I said, wait, hey, come on. Leave them alone. And as we went away, they took a sword and they started fighting with him for fun. It was so funny to see. They were fighting all around the store, and they were laughing and having just a ball. It was amazing. This little boy in 4 years, at 4 years he was fighting this. It was the young man. but they were just going at it. They were fighting and having fun and laughing, and it was so nice to see. And the other people in the store were laughing and trying to help our son and giving him a shield so he could protect himself. But he was just going on fighting this young man. It was just so cool to watch. So it was a very good day and a very, very nice end of the day. And now this part is done. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.